Get to the bag TV.
Hey, well, maybe you ain't doing it right.
Yeah.
That's nephew. You know what I'm saying? Gotta love him.
Now, back to the game. We know that the game had what seemed to be a very simple case that put him in a real bad situation financially, and they're now forcing him to sell the mansion, which I believe is like under your name. He's going to sell a $9 million mansion.
No, I think I think a judgment is on him. This really is a case. Really, it was crazy because it ain't like he ducked court. He was his dentist physician told him not to fly because he just did a bunch of crazy, I don't know, root canal, whatever he did, some surgeries. The dentist even sent a letter in to the judge, called the judge. The judge said he wasn't hearing it and ruled it against him. You know, the original thing was only for $2 million.
Yeah.
And because they feel like he didn't show up to Chicago, they shot it at $7 million. You know, this shit been going on over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So,
I thought he had made some post afterwards that the judge ain't like, acting like he was partying later or something like that.
No, I really don't. See, here goes the thing. When I got that property, nothing about her she wasn't there. You know, 40 Glock was there. I had to, whenever you go buy something, you got to clear title. You know that, so anything that's there, you got to clear it. You can't. It was 40 Glock was there. It was like maybe 2-3 liens, maybe about 40 Glock was like 180. It was maybe like $230,000 of things that I had to clear.
Right.
Which I cleared them. And we went through 2 phases of it, a hard money loan stage to obtain the property, and then the conventional, because you can't stand, had hard money interest rate crazy. Then the conventional, so we had to clear title twice. And she was never there. I don't know. She ain't
supposed to even know about the property.
She wasn't there, so whatever she was doing, maybe her legal team was slipping, I don't know. I don't know what she had up. I don't know the lady. You know what I'm saying? So, to see what really went on is kind of like it's like an injustice, because it's like they attacking something that had nothing to do with nothing.
Just trying to get him wherever they can.
Yeah, wherever. It ain't like he ain't paid her no money. I mean, she didn't collect it.
But wait,
a couple $1 million.
How do you stay ahead of all this? Between Ray J, between Game, between Blue, how do you keep your head on straight?
All my artists, believe it or not, they're self-sustained bosses themselves.
But they all crazy.
Yeah. Well, I understand them all, and I know when I gotta watch Ray J. I know when I need to get up under him. Game is pretty much on autopilot. Yeah. If you think about it, this been really his only mishap, and you know what I'm saying. And it's one of these situations. We look at what's going on amongst our people. We look at the Cassie Diddy thing. Before this trial started and the questioning started, everybody looking at Diddy like, oh, you filed. But now when she gets up there and the actual evidence comes out, he ain't as filed. This is what they was doing together. So,
he's kind of foul for letting her rub come on his nipples.
We don't know if that's true or not, because you got to remember, we're in a situation. Diddy went wrong when he took Young Miami and did what he did with her and put the light on her. That's what she got mad, because that's what she already wanted.
What it was.
So do I think Diddy had her screwing another dude while he watching? Yes. Do I think he was in the corner masturbating while he watching? Yes. Do I think he was giving instruction? Yes. Right? Do I think he gave instructions on what he wanted to see them do? Yes. Now, the thing is, then he calls me into another room and asked me to rub cum on his nipples. I think that's her little 5%, let me embarrass your punk ass because I'm mad at you. Because check this out, if he's doing all this in front of him, what the hell he got to go to another room for? He's telling them, shoot it here, do this.
Right.
Take the condom off. Right, so you don't got to go to another room and say, okay, now.
We already knee deep in some bullshit.
I just think that's
also to probably make her husband feel a little bit better too, right? Like he's got to be going through it.
Well,
right
now,
now.
her husband ain't, because it says in there you know, he was still hitting her while she was FaceTiming. So I was,
that shit confused the fuck out of me. Because did they FaceTime and they just talked and act like nothing was going on?
It was probably behind it. Man, we all done did some crazy shit.
Yeah, word.
I didn't been hitting something while they on the phone. What they do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you know, just keep talking to them. I'm whispering in the back. Right? I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so,
that's how I go.
Maybe he had something going on, but you know, at the end of the day, a lot of people, and it was crazy because people always like to leave game out of the conversation. Who's the top 5? Who's the top 10? Who's done things for the community? Who's done things for the children? You know what I'm saying? They always leave him out. And I don't understand why. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He took the West when the West was dead and brought it back. Facts. You get what I'm saying? So
back by Dre, back.
Yeah, Cool and Dre. Yeah, them was our brothers over there. We can't even get him no money. We need a studio for 2 weeks. How much? You just give us the key. They won't take no money from us.
That's good people's right there.
Yeah, right. You know, our brothers for a long time. But, you know, I believe that, you know, it's a minor setback for a major comeback.
But for Game, is it because he just doesn't ask for it?
He shouldn't have to ask for it because he earned it.
Because he don't showboat it. He doesn't do content, really. He's not posting on his story.
Nah, he earned it. I mean, you know, he didn't been in this game 20 years plus. You know, he's one of our cats off the West Coast that can still go overseas and do a 30, 40-day run and do it how he want to do it, when he wants to do it, work when he wants to work. He only gives the industry 180 days a year. The other 6 months he dedicates solely and primarily to his family.
Kid and daughter.
You know what I'm saying? To his children. So, you know, he'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? He's dealt with worse. He'll be all right. You know, he's a survivor. You know what I mean? I didn't seen him dog pedaling before and then turn into the dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, he'll be all right. Man, Mr. Chuck Taylor, he'll be all right.
Some of his best shit is when he's back against the wall and he got that burden.
So,
when there was a story that you possibly reunited 50 and Game at a club and then only for 50 to turn around and diss him again?
Yeah, me and Monster, shout out Monster. He used to be in security. We put that together. And then I was working with Uncle Murder to kind of solidify it and get a tour going.
Shout out to Uncle Murder.
And, you know, I think I got a little too happy about it. Understanding 50 the way I understand him, it was only gonna go so far. You know, if 50 feels you did disrespected a bid him once, he's never gonna do it all the way with you again. That's just him.
Yeah.
And you know, you can't take that from him. So, no, they definitely talked about 15, 20 minutes. I went to Monster. I said, Monster, Game want to have a conversation with 50. He said, Wack, we're in the strip club. How that's gonna happen? I said, well, I'm gonna bring him over here to you. So you gonna bring it to me? All them niggas said, nah, just me and him. This is what we gonna do. You gonna stand behind Game and I'm gonna stand behind Monster, 50, and let him talk. And I said, you gonna come over here, you and Game, I'm gonna stand behind Game. Yeah. He wouldn't holler at 50. 50 looked at me, cause I had 50 relates through me and K Slade's relationship. A lot of people don't know that 50 helped Slade launch the Straight Stud magazine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Invested in that at an early stage. So that's how that happened, and they talked. I can't tell you what they talked about, but they talked about 10, 15 minutes, and we ran into each other again at a show in San Bernardino. Uncle Murder was with him on this movement, and it was good. The energy was good, and I started like trying to put together a tour situation, and I don't know what happened. Out of nowhere, I woke up and 50 just dissed it.
Yeah. 50 being 50.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Sounds about right.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it was what it was, man. It was worth the shot.
Word.
Top 5 just recently got arrested. You know, I know there's been a lot of words that have gone back and forth.
What are you talking about?
Get to the Bag TV.